Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this week ahead reading for the month of June. Whenever you come to this reading, just know the energy is going to be applicable for the next week. And this is just a special reading. I have a theme in mind here. We're looking for the outcome of a specific situation. An outcome of a specific situation for the sign of Virgo. Thank you very much for being here. Bring something to your mind that you would like to know the outcome of some specific situation. The first card that we're going to draw is the outcome of the situation. What is the outcome of the situation on Virgo's mind? The Hierophant. The Hierophant represents or is attributed to the sign of Taurus. It is a major arcana. It has to do with external knowledge. It has to do with gaining something from outside of you. It has to do with seeking answers. It also represents institutions like marriage, education, the government. It really more so has to do with like a spiritual teacher. So you could be involving yourself in higher learning. Maybe you're going to do a yoga teacher training. Maybe you're going to go on a spiritual retreat of some kind. You're going to explore a silent retreat or some meditation practice. You're trying to get aligned with knowledge and wisdom. That's the outcome. The outcome of whatever situation you have on your mind is that it's going to bring you an elevated wisdom knowledge base. Let's move on to number 2. When will the situation resolve itself for Virgo? When will the situation resolve itself for the sign of Virgo? Queen of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Queen of Cups is a feminine energy. It's usually a mother, a nurturer, somebody who likes to take care of others, especially their emotional well-being. The Queen of Cups is a very emotionally oriented, that's their love language. They speak in terms of feelings, emotions, and they're really involved on the inner landscape of others. So how you're going to know that the situation is resolved is when there is this atmosphere of emotional satisfaction. There's emotional satiety when people are being taken care of, you included. How can Virgo support the most positive outcome? Virgo, how can you support the most positive outcome? The Star. Maybe you're a counselor. Maybe you're somebody that's a therapist of some kind. This is about hope and healing. You're going to bring a sense of hope and healing to the situation. If this is like a job situation, your presence in and of itself brings a sense that people can believe in a brighter future, in a better outcome for all. You bring hope and you bring healing. How can Virgo trust that everything is unfolding for the best? How can Virgo trust that? Five of Wands. This is really about swiftness, fast moving. That's Eight of Wands. My apologies. Swiftness, Eight of Wands. Everything's coming at you. It's going to feel like all at the same time. You can trust that everything is unfolding for your best when information goes from, You know how sometimes when you're in the middle of something, everything's dead quiet and everybody starts wondering, have you heard anything? Do you know anything? Has anybody gotten an email or any kind of letter in the mail? Boom. Once information starts rolling through, that's how you're going to know that everything is unfolding for the best. Once it starts moving, it's going to start moving like an avalanche, like a snowball rolling down the hill. It's going to move fast. It's going to go from feeling like, has everybody forgotten about our situation, to, oh my God, there's information overload. So that is going to be a sign for you, Virgo. Let's bring over this clarification deck. This is the Ocean Tarot. I want to clarify the Hierophant. Why is that Hierophant here for the sign of Virgo as far as the outcome of the situation on their mind? Why is the Hierophant the outcome? 8 of Coral, 8 of Wands. 5 of Coral, 5 of Wands. And the Hierophant, again, that clarifies it. You're going to know that the outcome of the situation on your mind has happened when you have sought out counsel from a higher source, when you've gone to a therapist, when you've gone to a spiritual clergy member, a spiritual teacher, when you've enrolled yourself in a yoga school, when you've reached out for a external source of knowledge. Maybe you feel like you've gone back and forth about doing that. But remember, swiftness, when everything starts moving and cracking, you're going to know. You're going to know we're reaching the end because everything is happening so fast now. When will the situation resolve itself? The Queen of Cups was that beautiful expression of when there's emotional satisfaction, when there's caretaking, when there's kindness, when there's love, when there's emotional satisfaction. That's how you're going to know. That's the timing. Why is the Queen of Cups here? 6 of Pearls, Knight of Coral, and the Knight of Spears. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Pearls, the 6 of Cups. That Queen of Cups and that 6 of Cups, they go beautifully together. It's very emotionally satisfying. It also really speaks to inner child work. You'll know that the outcome is near when you start to really remember things from your childhood or from your past. You get nostalgic. You start to go down memory lane a lot. But those 2 nights, fast. Remember, fast, rapid, quick, moving energy. Fast. This can be days or weeks. Days or weeks. Fast. Passionate. Driven. Energetic. There's a lot of energy going on, and it's an emotional place, but then there's going to be this fast, rapid, energetic movement towards that outcome, knowing that it's resolving itself. How can Virgo support the most positive outcome? By being a source of hope and healing. Like I said, maybe you're a counselor or a therapist or something, or you're just a person that really believes, like a social worker, in the highest good of all. Queen of Spears, Page of Treasures, and the King of Treasures. So this is your energy, Virgo. This is Queen of Spears, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the King of Treasure, the King of Pentacles. So it's clarifying the star, you being a source of hope and healing, because you're so confident. You're so self-assured. You have such a beautiful ability to bring light and warmth to the group, but you also speak your truth. You speak your mind. You have very clear boundaries, but you are somebody that people trust. People trust you because they know that for the most part, you are pretty even keeled, and it's your confidence. That King of Treasures, the King of Pentacles, you're confident. Physical reality wise, people know, they look over at you for that like nod of approval. You give that to people. You are a source of hope and healing. Last card here, let's clarify the Eight of Wands. How can Virgo trust that this is unfolding for the best? Like I said, it's when things start moving fast and rapid, you know that it is unfolding and that it's going to be for your best. Nine of Spears. The Hermit, that's your energy, Virgo. And the Chariot. You can trust that everything is unfolding for your best because you are going to be in your full form. You're going to be that source of physical groundedness, attention to detail. Your analytical mind is going to be off the charts, but that is because everything is working out for the best and you are on overtime thinking about it. It's not bad. Everything is moving forward and moving ahead. You might definitely need some time to rest and recharge and recalibrate. And you might need a little sabbatical, even if it's just a weekend or an overnight in a hotel room by yourself, just to recharge your batteries. Because I really feel like whatever the situation is that you're here for in this reading, you have really played your part well. You've been an active participant in the entire process. And I feel like it's going to unfold for the best for everyone, but you're going to need some time to rest and recharge. Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards for you, Virgo. Let's get one pulled out just for you. So the sign of Virgo. It says, what do you love? Card number 23. This is the number 5. And the 5 in numerology is about change and challenge and freedom. What do you love? So think about that, especially as you do take some time to go be by yourself after all you've been through. Remember what brings you joy, what lights you up, what sparks your desire, what gives you hope and healing in and of yourself. What do you love? Pay attention to those things, cultivate those things. It's okay to spend time on the things that matter to you, not just the group at large or your family or your workspace, whatever your situation is. Virgo, this is your reading. Please remember that I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and your likes and your follows, subscribes and shares and your comments, any interaction with either of those channels, I really, really appreciate. Thank you. Be blessed. Be well.